Did anybody out there ever have one of the Quickshot joystick controllers that was made for the Nintendo back in the late 80s? This one is a little bit more uncommon than some of your typical NES accessories because this one here was released by a third party, so it was not officially licensed by Nintendo, which might seem kind of weird, but that's something that used to go on back then. There was a whole lot of that kind of stuff. Companies just making things that worked for consoles that they had no affiliation with. And this was one of those examples. And if you take a look at this thing, it's exactly as its name suggests. It's a joystick controller. And to be honest with you, it actually is pretty comfortable in your hand. The buttons are all spring-loaded, so they're very responsive. Like the NES Advantage and the NES Max, it also has a turbo feature that you can toggle on and off. You have your start and select button. Yeah, and the joystick itself, it's all spring-loaded. It's not very heavy, but it does come with 4 suction cups to where you can suction it down to your coffee table or whatever it is you're playing on. And this thing was made by a company called Spectra Video. Yes, for use for the Nintendo Entertainment System, and you just plug it right into your NES. This thing here is a typical NES controller plug, and they even brag about it on the side. 6 spring-driven micro switches help make the Quickshot 12 one of the most responsive joysticks money can buy. I know there was a lot of these out there. I think this was one of the more common third-party joystick controllers out. But I'm curious to know, did anybody have one of these? Because they were pretty good for, you know, say, shoot-'em-up style games or flight simulator games like Top Gun or something like that. Were there enough of those style games out there for kids to warrant wanting one of these or asking their parents for one of these things? So, yeah, let me know in the comments if you or anybody you know ever had one of these Quickshot joystick controllers for the NES, and what did you think of it? This thing was released in 1987, so only a few years after the original NES debuted in North America. So it didn't take these third-party companies very long before they started coming out with their own accessories and games and stuff for the Nintendo. They jumped right on that bandwagon almost right off the bat. So yeah, let me know if anybody out there had one of these or if you ever played with it and what you thought of it.